Mike, can you just, you played Jefferson Griffin quite a bit when you were in Green Bay. Can you just talk a little bit about what impresses you about him as a player and just the ability to get someone of that quality this late in the offseason?
Well, I can't say enough about Everson Griffin. Just the fact of being able to compete against him twice a year. He was always the primary focus for us offensively, going up against him. He's a relentless player. He brings it, every down. So, has great passion for the game. Had an opportunity to visit with him, and he's extremely excited. He's a big personality. So, I think he's going to be a great fit for our football team.
How much did you think Mike, as yesterday was going along and practices started, or maybe in these first couple of days, did any part of you feel any sense of normalcy of like being where you belong after being out for the year?
It felt great to be out there, no question. But frankly, I was just really focused on all the little things. We've all been part of the game of football for a long time, but every component of your practice is not always the same. So just really staying in tune with the particulars, and it's a different practice setup, and so just really focused on getting the drills the right way. We had a number of drills that were just really the first time we were able to do them with the players, and they were brand new. So you had some teaching tempo going on out there. So, but yes, it was. It felt great once we got into the team periods, because you feel like you're finally getting back to some real football.
Back on the pass rushing thing, how much when you took the job did you feel like there was a need to improve the depth there, and who would you say played the biggest role in kind of making it happen?
Well, I'll just say this. Jerry and Steven say it all the time. Player acquisition is 365 days a year. That has been clear here. That's been the method, and we're very fortunate to add players, all along the way. I just go through our whole free agent acquisition and then the rookie class that we put together. So, Jerry, Steven, Will McClay have done a phenomenal job of just staying after it, because I'm no different than any head coach in this league. You want the most competitive roster that you possibly can. We all understand that the priority of what pass rushers bring to your football team. We want to be explosive on offense, put points on the board, and we really want to put our pass rushers in position to pin their ears back. So, that's part of the way we look to attack this season. So, you can never have enough good pass rushers.
Mike, do you have any sense of what Aldon Smith is capable of in coming back after 4 to 5 year absence? I'm
sorry, I didn't hear. Were we talking about Aldon? Okay.
Yeah, Aldon Smith. What sense do you have of what he's capable of?
He looks great. He's probably about 20 pounds, bigger than when I last saw him play for the 49ers. So, very powerful. His length is extraordinary. He made a play in the team period, on a screen. It's just you don't see every day. That's that's for sure. So, but he's off to a great start. He's hit the target in every phase that we've gone through. Particularly the strength and conditioning, and but it looks good. I thought the team, for the most part, conditioning wise, we got off to a solid start, and we're still getting used to each other, and it's clearly my responsibility to get the practice set up the right way. But all look good out there.
Coach, when do you plan to get Everson in for the start camp and practice?
Well, he has to go through all the protocols. The entry protocol. It's a 4 or 5 day process. So once we complete that, then we'll have an announcement for you.
Mike, when you drafted Steve Lamb, you talked about his ability to play all 4 positions. That was a priority for you to have him learn that. Is that still possible early in his rookie season, given how much of the offseason, preseason games have been possible?
Definitely. He's picked it up, seamlessly. He's done a great job in a classroom environment. CD looks very natural out there. So he had a big play in the team period. So he's definitely shown the ability to play all 3 spots, in the receiver position. And we'll see, what goes on with the punt return, those types of things. But he looks very, very natural on the football field. So. excited about them.
The secondary seems to have got a lot of talent back there.
The secondary talent, yeah, it's very, very competitive. We got great numbers. It's fun just in the limited work to be able to watch them in the strength conditioning phase, the phase 2, and now yesterday, with the practice on Friday, just to see those guys, work and compete, and I mean, there's going to be a lot of competition there, and I think it's a position that I've always felt like pass rushers, you can't have enough good coverage players, and the ability for those guys to play multiple positions will be key.
I don't know if you had to worry much about the heat in your Green Bay days, but can you walk us through the conversations about how you all wanted to set this up and what led to the setup that you guys have?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've been fortunate to be able to do this for 13 plus years. So I've had pretty much, I think I've run through most of the different types of training camp schedules. I have used the 8 a.m. practice schedule in the past. It was very popular with the players. I think it definitely fits our climate here in Dallas. The ability to practice at 8 a.m. I always prefer to be on the grass field as much as possible. So, but we have excellent turf fields here too at the Ford Center. So just to have that versatility has been a blessing for our setup. But it's important, I think, particularly with the heat, is to get up early and you do all your heavy lifting in the morning. So if you look at the schedule, we have we're in the weight room and we practice, have the opportunity to be in the weight room afterwards, and so then from there you're into corrective meetings, and then we have a big team meeting, and then we have a team walkthrough, and then we have meetings that go after dinner into the night. So it's a very fluid schedule. The feedback's been positive from the players, but it is a schedule I've used in the past.
Mike, as your guys are going through the special teams portion, you got your O-line and D-line and quarterbacks not out there. What are those guys doing at that point? Are they going through stuff on the field in the Ford Center, or what's happening there?
Yes, our early segment of practice, we have a quarterback school, and then we also have a lineman school. So the O-line and D-line are working separate from one another, but they may be able to work together, during certain segments. But it's kind of a pre-practice type mindset where quarterbacks don't really ever have the opportunity to do quarterback drills, their footwork drill, their fundamental drills. So the opportunity to do that for 30 plus minutes during special teams will be very beneficial to our quarterback group, and then also particularly for our linemen, and definitely with the angst that we all have on the development of our young players. So it's just an opportunity for the linemen and the quarterbacks to get some extra work.
Mike, what was your overall message before you guys got on the field in shells for the first time yesterday?
Well, we've been messaging really, just because this has been a different training camp. We've had what we refer to as a pre-training camp, so there's a lot of messaging going on there. I mean, frankly, just the biggest thing that we talked about going into the first practice was the importance of, we have 19 practices before we play the LA Rams. So, and how important each practice is, and staying, tuned into the details of it. I'm not really worried about the physical talent of this team. I think we all agree it's definitely high in nature. So we're just really to focus on the emotional development, the football IQ, and most importantly, to pull it all together as a team. So it's a good thing to have smart players, but you have to have smart, competitive, interactive, connective units throughout your football team, and as quickly as we can get to that rhythm and timing component of it, it'll definitely help us in our opener.